Hi everybody, this is Oksana. In this video we're going to be making some fun little heart earrings to go with all those heart pendants I've been making lately. And first and foremost, I just want to say a huge thank you to Rio Grande for sponsoring this video. I also have a coupon code if you missed it when I mentioned it in a previous video. It's Oksana 2025 and that gives you $20 off of shipping when you purchase from Rio Grande. I'm using their awesome wire here, their copper wire, and also their earring hooks to make these earrings, and they're just simple heart earrings. These will be good if you are a beginner. It just uses one piece of wire per earring, no weaving or anything like that involved here. So if you want to see how I made these, just keep watching. So we're only going to need one type of wire, and that is this 20 gauge round copper wire. This is just raw copper. It's dead soft. It's from riogrande.com, and you are going to need two pieces, one for each earring, and the length. So mine is about 8.5 inches. So you can see the size that my earrings turn out to be. And if you're happy with that, then this is the size wire you want to use. But if you want to make them bigger, then you can just cut your wire a little bit longer. You are going to need two tools, cutters to cut your wire, and some pliers. These are the Swanstrom brand cutters, and these are the Lindstrom pliers that I have. They're the RX 7890. And what you are going to do is bring the little ends of your wire together like this, and then we're just gonna fold it in half to determine the middle. And then in that middle, we are going to bend our wire and squish it so that it is completely squished in half. So just a little at a time. There we go, until it's just like that. And once you get to that point, you want to hold it with your pliers, and you want to take these wires, so it's kind of like one wire is on top and the other one is on the bottom, as you can see there. So you just bend one to one side and one to the other side, and then if I, hold on, let me turn my hand here, if I hold my pliers this way, you can see that bending like this forms a heart type of shape. So now I just have to mess around with it a little bit to try and get it to look nice and also symmetrical, so that one side isn't larger than the other side. But basically, once you're happy with your heart, you just want to do that again with your other wire, because you're going to make earrings, so you want two of these. And then once you do it, you want to try to make your hearts be the same. And the best way to do that is to hold one on top of the other and then just see. So I can see that this one is a little bit smaller and this one is a little bit bigger. So I would just hold it again and just try to pull the edges there a little bit, making it smaller and kind of narrower. And then I would take my other heart and compare again to see. Now you can see they're looking much more similar now in shape and size, and that's how you want to do it, since you want your earrings to be the same. And what you want to do now is just do a little twist here with these wires. So this wire is on top and this wire is on the bottom. That means I'm going to twist in this direction like this. like that. And then same thing here, just twisting in this direction, like that. All right, so now that you have that little twist there underneath your heart, I personally like to hammer it because it gives it a really nice kind of flat look. So I'll show you what that looks like. But if you don't have a hammer and an iron block to hammer on, you don't have to hammer. It'll still all work out fine. What you can do instead, if you can't hammer, is you can just press with your pliers, just press down on that little twist, and that also kind of flattens it down a little bit. And then to hammer it, if you are going to do that, I'm just going to carefully try to hit only this little twist. I don't want to hammer these wires. I don't really want to hammer the heart. It's okay if like the bottom of the heart gets hammered, but I'm just trying to be careful and hit the twist. And it's easy to hit the twist because it's pretty raised. So there we have it. It just gives it a nicer look, I think, to the twist. All right, so now that you've done that, the next part is to take these wires and to start carefully bending them upwards. And we're trying to make a circle around your heart. Now it's up to you how big you want the circle to be, whether you want it to be as small as possible, as close to the heart as possible, or whether you want to make it nice and large and have a lot of space in between here. I personally think it looks nice when it's a little bit on the smaller side and it's closer to the heart, like this. So that's what I personally like, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Is I'm trying to kind of keep it even on both sides and keep it close to the heart like this. And after you do this on one earring, you want to do it on the other one. And like we did before with the hearts, hold them up against each other to make sure that your circle is similar. But here's an important thing that's going to be different. If you want your earrings to be mirrored, you want, see how this wire is on top and then this wire is in back here? You want it to be the opposite for the other earring. So when I'm bending these wires, I want this wire in back and this wire on top, so that it's going to be the opposite of that other earring. So I'm just going to quickly bend so that I can remember this on top, this in back, and then once I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and just work on making that nice small circle, trying to get it similar in size to that other earring there. All right, so once I've done that, I'm going to hold them up next to each other to make sure that they're very similar in size. And then here is what we're going to do next. We are going to take the wire that's in the back. So now you want to remember this is going to be the front of our earring. And then the wire that's here in the back is going to be the back of our earring. And what you want to do is look at the center, so right here, this little point in your heart, and that is where you want to bend the back wire upwards like this, just at a straight kind of 90-degree angle there, just like that. All right, so that's the back wire that is bent like that. And then that's why we had to have them crisscross differently, have an opposite wire on top and opposite wire in back on our other earring, so that here, when we do this on our other earring, it ends up being the other wire that's in the back. So here are both earrings, and now you can see what I mean about them being mirrored. because you can see this front wire swooping in one direction here and in the other direction there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my little beads. And the beads that I'm adding are seed beads because I find that they fit on this 20 gauge wire quite well. But feel free to look through the beads in your collection to figure out which ones fit onto your wire. These were called 11-0, but then I have some that are also called that size. They're more round. See how these are kind of squarish, and they don't fit on this wire. So it's just about trying it out and see which beads actually fit onto your wire. So also, you don't have to do this if you don't want to add beads. This can just be an earring entirely made of wire with no beads, but basically I'm adding the seed beads and pushing them all the way down until I get to right there at the top. So once you reach the top with your seed beads, you just want to bend kind of right where they end, bend it around this wire that's going straight up there like this. And now we're going to trim, but leave a little end there like that, so that we can kind of close up that little loop. So it formed a little loop when we bent it, and now we are closing up that loop and pushing down, but very carefully. You don't want to squish your beads, especially if they're glass like mine, because they will break. So very gently and carefully, just to get that wire end out of the way so you can't feel it. See how it's bent that way, and now it's kind of rounded here. All right, so now we finished this side, and what we're going to do with this side is we're just going to make a little loop for our earring hook to attach to. So I'm just going to make a really simple one where I bend it down like this, bending it away from the beads in the opposite direction there. And then I'm going to trim it where it almost touches that other wire there. And it basically forms a little loop, and I just have to line up this wire here nicely, and that's it. And now it's time to attach the earring hook. So if you want to make your own earring hook, I'll link a video where I make a copper earring hook, but I do find that not everyone likes to wear copper for the hook because it can turn your ears green. And so this is stainless steel, and it's just one that I purchased from Rio Grande that was already pre-made. So I just attached it, and here are my finished earrings. Whoops. And of course you can make these out of sterling silver wire. You would use the same 20 gauge round wire if you wanted to do that, and then silver earring hooks. It doesn't have to be in copper, but I find that the stainless steel hooks, they don't look bad with the copper, and they are also good for sensitive ears. So here is the final look of the earrings. You can use different beads and different sizes of beads as well to give them a different look. Here is another pair of earrings that I made earlier just to practice this design. They turned out to be just slightly larger. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like down below if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos, which I post every weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.